Arsenal dropped more points in the title race after drawing 1-1 away to Brighton. Chelsea dropped points and Manchester City winning yesterday's results. And today's game for Liverpool is a go-ahead. It is on. And we play Manchester United in one of our games in hand. 5 points clear of Arsenal with 2 games in hand. One of them being today against Manchester United. And what a game to play today. It has had 2 safety checks this morning and about dinner time today. And it is a go-ahead for the game today. So, going on to yesterday's results, what does it mean for title race? What does it mean for top 4 race? By the way, Arsenal fans, these certain Arsenal fans, who's your biggest threat this season? Is it Liverpool yet? I fucking well hope so. Well, guess what, Bavs, and everyone, other Arsenal fans out there, maybe you was right. Man City are your biggest threat for top 4. Let's keep it humble here. We are top of the league by 5 points. We have got 2 games in hand. We ain't won anything yet. And it's not done and dusted yet. Arsenal's still pretty much in the title race, very much in the title race, sorry. But we've got to get our job done first today, and that starts with Manchester United. I want Man United here at the end of the day. I want a thrashing today. Be relentless, please, Liverpool. Anyway, going on to yesterday's results. Big day. Big day in terms of top 4, in terms of title race. I said in the Premier League predictions that Chelsea, if they were to drop points here, they could easily fall into that slump. I said 1 or 2, 3 results of not winning could easily turn to 4, 5, 6, 7 results of not winning. It's so easy in this league with the teams that are playing around us. The competition in this league is elite as they can get. So it's hard to. It's a mentality thing, and Chelsea are finding it very, very difficult to get out of that mentality thing right now. City have gone through it. City went a few games, about 1 win in 11 games, and they've got back-to-back wins now. You need to get that first win. You need to get that. Once you get the first win, you can get back-to-back, and then the mentality shift is different. I don't think City are in the title race still, by the way, because I think they've dropped off too much. Chelsea have found themselves out of the title race, and they are finding themselves in a top 4 battle, which they probably accept that anyway, because I think all Chelsea fans weren't expecting a title race. But if they're not careful, they can find themselves out of the top 4. If they don't get out of this mentality quite quickly. They went 1-0 up yesterday against Crystal Palace. I thought they were pretty dominant early on. First half, Palace came back fantastically. They were dominated most of the second half. Put Chelsea aside and finally got the equaliser through Mateta. And that's what happens when you take the foot off the gas in games like that, especially away from home to like Palace or like to Brighton. If you take the foot off gas, they absolutely punish you. The talent these teams have got. Yes, Palace have not been incredible this season, but they've fucking got some talented players, like some Mateta, like some Eze. They've got some talented players that are capable of a goal anytime, and Chelsea found that out yesterday, and are pretty much looking now and thinking, when's the next win's coming now? That's 4 games in a row now without winning, 2 goals scored in those 4 games, and it's now a top 4 race for them. And like I said, I don't think Chelsea fans will be too mad because they won't expect to be in title race, certainly not. And a top 5 race is definitely their goal, and top 5 is definitely their target this season. But like I said, if you can't come out of this slump quick, and then it could easily turn into a bigger slump, just like Man City got. Man City again back on winning ways against West Ham. I'm very surprised West Ham still got their manager, to be honest, because the way they're playing against the big teams, they're conceding for fun. They're not. They're missing David Moyes, I think, in terms of those games, because they're just too open. We scored 5 past them. We could have scored at least 15 past them. It was that easy. Haaland back on the score sheet, double yesterday. I expected that, I think, yesterday, if I'm honest. I wanted to get him in my FPL, but I've always said I don't want Haaland in my FPL. I'll try to do it without him. But Man City back on win ways. Are they back in title race? No. I think they've dropped too far off. Unless Liverpool absolutely capitulate, I can't see them coming back into the title race, if I'm honest. Top 4 race for them. They want to salvage that top 4 and probably concentrate on the Champions League and the Cups this season and get top 4, and then whatever happens in the future, happens in the future. I certainly know Man City will strengthen in the January transfer window. I'm pretty certain they will do, because they won't be accepting what's going on right now. Unlike some ownerships that do accept these sort of things. But the big game yesterday afternoon into evening, Arsenal at Brighton. I said in the Premier League predictions, I expected Arsenal to win 2-1. I thought it'd be a tough game. Just like Chelsea, I thought it'd be a tough game. I thought they'd come through 2-1. I thought they'd make a big statement. I thought this is the game where you prove you are title challengers or you're not title challengers. It's time to put up or shut up for Arsenal, and they soon shut up, because at the end of the day, the difference between Liverpool and Arsenal right now, and I said this with all due respect, Liverpool are playing like champions, Arsenal are not. That's the biggest difference, and I say that because Liverpool don't give up in games. Liverpool, when we go 1-0 up, we don't just rest on our laurels and say, that's it, it's game over. We don't do that. We don't time waste in the first half, for example, at 1-0 up against Brighton. We go on, try and get another one. Yes, we're not as relentless as was on the clock, but we can be, and at least we push on to try and get another one. Arsenal just didn't do that, and are not doing that. And I think that's a big problem for Arsenal. I've always said that the mentality thing for Arsenal is holding them back. And I look at them, I see them as serious title contenders. I said they win from the start, but they need to turn something around. And I thought yesterday was a perfect game for them to say, look, we've got the mentality here. We'll go on 1-0 up away, they either hang on or they go and go get another goal. And they didn't do that. They didn't seem to want to go get another goal. And that's not the sign of champions for me. Yes, you can have a class defence, and defence wins your titles, but you've got to go fucking and win these games. Winning these games, going 1-0, unless you primed Jose Mourinho, where he set up was 1-0 was okay. But you can't go away to Brighton with all the talent they've got and the way they play. You can't go to Brighton, go 1-0 up, and sit back and allow Brighton to come on you. You can't do that, because I do apologise for that, what I said there, but you get what I mean. You can't allow Brighton to come at you like that, because they've got such talented players, and we'll talk about the penalty as well. It's a tricky one, the penalty. I can see why Arsenal fans moan a little bit. It's one that it was an accident. It was a mistimed tackle. However, what I will say though, change the head to a foot, and you have no complaints. If you mistime a tackle with your foot in the box, it's a foul. So it should be no different with the head. If you mistime your clearance with the header, or the tackle with the header, and you headbutt someone, you end up headbutting someone, it is a foul. And one thing I will say back to Arsenal fans that are crying about this, go outside and go headbutt someone, see what happens to you. What are you going to say? Mistime the ball. It was a mistimed tackle. I've had this conversation this morning with a friend of mine, and we both agree that it's a mistimed tackle, but it's still a foul. It was an accident. It didn't mean it, and it's a foul. But like I said, if you change it to the foot, no one would be complaining. If you mistime a tackle in the box with your foot, so you take someone's foot out, it is a foul. All it's doing is replacing the feet from head to head, and it's a foul. It's as simple as that. It's a penalty. I think the Arsenal fans that are focused on the penalty costing them points, you are missing the point completely. I think you need to start. Decisions come and go. I've seen decisions against Liverpool now. I think referees need absolute. The amount of times I've had to go at referees, I think referees need to do better. I think they need to be more accountable. I think they absolutely robbed Tottenham Hotspur yesterday on that subject. I think they were disgusting against Tottenham Hotspur. Again, Tottenham Hotspur had their own problems, but I think the referee really cost their game. Regarding Arsenal, I don't think it was the referee that cost you the game. I think it was you costing you the game. I think Arsenal need to do better. They need to perform better than that. If they want to be champions, they've got to play like champions. And like I said a minute ago, Liverpool are playing like champions, Arsenal are not. We go out in games and we go make sure we win that game. We don't go 1-0 up and say, that's it, we'll sit back and sit here, time waste before half time. Time waste before half time is just weird. That's not elite mentality. That's not championship mentality. And if you want to win the title, you need that championship mentality. And I've seen Liverpool players and over the years not have that mentality. But what I've seen in 2019, 2020 when we won the league, and what I'm seeing this season is elite championship title winning mentality from Liverpool. And that's what Arsenal don't have. They're very, very weak mentally. Will they come over that weakness? Will they come over that mentality block? Possibly. But right now, they're not showing that they can. Right now, they're not showing they can. I think they will take us to the wire. this season. I still think we'll win the league and we're favourites to win the league, but they need to turn it up here. They need to turn something up here, and they need to start going, look, 1-0 ain't enough here. We fucking need to go for this all, because when they were 1-0 up against Brighton, they were a better team by far. But when they let Brighton back in it, you're just inviting pressure. You're just inviting them to come on. You're inviting them to get an equaliser, whether it be through a penalty or not. You invited that on, and you got punished for it. And I said, just like the Chelsea game, if you invite teams like Palace and Brighton away on, they've got talented players to punish you for it, and you've got absolutely punished. The title race is certainly not over. There's still half a season left to play. I'm not going into today. I did a preview with Kojo, the Man United fan, and I said to him, I'm not going into today expecting a win or thinking, yeah, we've won this, because it doesn't work like that. It's certainly a game like this doesn't work like that. I've learned over the years that it doesn't work like that. We've had poor teams go to Manchester United and win. So, for me, the title race is very much on. Liverpool have got a huge advantage now. Obviously, they're 5 points clear with a game in hand, 2 games in hand, 1 today. If we beat Man United today, we've got 8 points clear. That's a big points difference. And it would need a lot. We've got a lot of hard games left, though. We've got a lot of hard away games left. We've still got Arsenal at home, still got Man City away, Tottenham. We've got to go to Chelsea. We've got some hard games. We've got some very hard games. We've got Forest coming up as well away, which is I'm not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to Forest or Brentford away, if I'm honest. But let's get today over first. The game is on, by the way. R4 kickoff, Liverpool, Manchester United. Get involved in this channel as well. Subscribe to this channel, because we will be bringing match reaction after. Much more content coming up as well. We've got hopefully an exclusive coming out soon with a journalist close to the Liverpool club, close to the club, about the contracts of Mohamed Salah, Trent, and Virgil van Dijk, and more transfer news coming up as well in terms of that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like this video, because it just takes one click on the like button. If you've watched it, please like the channel, because it helps out massively. I appreciate everyone that gets involved in the comments. I appreciate everyone else that likes. I appreciate all the subscribers so far that have subscribed to us. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you everyone for watching. And Arsenal fans, enjoy the weather, guys.